The powerful magnitude 7.8 earthquake was the deadliest disaster in Turkey's modern history. It struck in the dead of night on February 6th, devastating both Turkey and Syria and killing more than 45,000 people between the two countries. And while many international rescue teams have left the vast quake zone, survivors are still emerging from under a multitude of flattened homes, defying all the odds.
Are you Abdul Qadir's wife's brother?
Exactly, my beautiful brother.
Even as the window for finding people alive continues to shrink, rescuers removed a 45-year-old man from a collapsed building in Turkey's Hatay province. He spent 278 hours beneath the rubble, according to Turkey's state-run news agency. Turkey's vice president says search teams are working at fewer than 200 sites. Experts say most rescues occur in the 24 hours following an earthquake. However, a teenage girl was saved 15 days after Haiti's massive 2010 earthquake, giving hope that more people might yet be found. But neither Turkey nor Syria have said how many people are still missing. Hundreds of thousands of people are seeking shelter after the earthquake left homes unlivable. Many survivors have been unable to find tents or containers dispatched to the region by the government and aid agencies. Instead, they have sought refuge in any structure that can protect them from the winter conditions, including greenhouses, rail carriages, and factories. The bulk of Syria's fatalities have been in the northwest, an area controlled by insurgents who are at war with Syrian President Bashar al-Assad, a conflict that has complicated efforts to aid people affected by the earthquake. According to the Syrian Observatory for Human Rights, the sides clashed overnight for the first time since the disaster, with government forces shelling the outskirts of Adareb, a rebel-held town badly hit by the earthquake. Ahead of the one-year anniversary of Russia's war in Ukraine, the UN Refugee Agency releasing its response to plan for this year. More than $1.1 billion is needed in total. About $600 million of that for those inside Ukraine, and around $520 million for nations hosting displaced Ukrainians.
The Secretary General announced the launching of a $1 billion humanitarian appeal for the people of Turkey suffering from the most devastating earthquake to hit the country in a century. The funding, which covers a 3-month period, will assist 5.2 million people and allow aid organizations to rapidly scale up vital support for government-led relief efforts.
The global needs, however, are vast and growing, particularly in Turkey and Syria. Nearly 9 million people have been affected by the quake in Syria alone, according to the latest UN estimate.
Funding from the appeal and the resources will allow aid organizations to swiftly ramp up their operations to support government-led response efforts in areas including food security, protection, education, water, and shelter.